The movie begins with a little girl, Lawrence, who has been an actress since childhood. At the beginning of the film, we see her on the set. In the middle of the lights, everyone's eyes are on her. Everything seems perfect from the outside, but Lawrence's life is not as easy as it looks inside. She got her start in Hollywood at a young age. She was part of a family show called Mayor Johnson, which made her quite popular. At the same time, her life was quite different from ordinary children. She lived a luxurious and apparently very happy life. Time passed by, and she grew up doing that show. The media was gathering outside her house that day because a hacker broke into her phone and leaked a private photo of her. That picture actually tested her pregnancy. She gets pretty upset with all these scandals and conflicts. The dirt is bouncing around, and she just wants peace. So her secretary advises her to get away from the city for a few days. She finds a home to live in a quiet forest area. His secretary gets in a car and leaves the main gate so that the media thinks Lorraine has left home, and really everyone understands it. That's how she manages to squeeze through the media, while actually Lorraine goes out the back door for her vacation. Lorraine gets a call from her agent on the way. She reassures him not to worry, everything will be fine. She also promises that she'll soon find the hacker who did it all. She finally gets to the house where she was staying. It's really quiet. The house is big, open, and full of light. But she had no idea that the house she thought was a place of quiet, there were hidden cameras everywhere. And through those cameras, a boy would be watching her in secret. As soon as he sees Lauren, the boy recognizes that she is the same famous actress. On the other hand, Lorraine also sits down comfortably and connects to her home Wi-Fi in order to stay connected with the outside world for a while. Although his assistant had already warned him that it's so easy to hack into the network of places like this, but Lauren doesn't care about it at all. She connects to Wi-Fi, reads the news about herself, and checks her show ratings, which were now starting to drop fast. Lorraine grew up doing the family show in the same show that her father made. In fact, the same man is Lorraine's father. Now, the same man calls Lorraine and gently asks, "Lorraine, where are you at this time?" Oh, but Lauren refuses to tell him her location. Peter says in a slow tone, "Lorraine, look, try to understand. We have to deal with these things very thoughtfully so that our lives, our identities, our relationships, and especially our show don't get destroyed." Peter says, "If it's too late to take a pill, I will bring the doctor home. You'll get rid of all that stuff and I'll pay for it. Just tell me your location." When she hears such things, Lorraine gets angry and cuts off the phone. Here, we find out about Peter, that he is not only married, but also has his own children. He knew that if the news of Lorraine's pregnancy went out, it would ruin not just her professional life, but her personal life as well. That's why he was more upset. At the same time, there's his system with this guy named Croft who calls him. "This whole thing can be solved easily if you want. Just give me the money and watch it." Look, everyone knows that Lorraine is already very upset. He threatens to say, "I'll go and shut her down forever and make the episode look like she ended her own life." And that's how it ends. On the other hand, we see Lorraine again, who has been so upset by all those calls and messages, she turns off her phone. The guy who was staring at Lorraine went to sleep watching CCTV footage. That's where her uncles come in. They take a look at Lorraine's CCTV footage on her mobile and immediately realize that someone very wealthy is staying in their property. Seeing this immediately creates a lust in their minds, and they plan to go into that property and hide everything. The one who planned to steal was named Darren. He brings his friend March with him. They both have a simple plan. They steal valuables from here and run away at once. But Lorraine's dog felt their sights and began to starve. Lorraine panicked at the noise and got up immediately. It also feels like someone is in the house. That's why she immediately goes into a small cabin. From inside the cabin, he can hear things in the room shaking. Lorraine screams, "What do you guys want? What's up?" March is frightened by his voice, but Darren says immediately, "We have nothing to do with it. Just finish the job and leave. Let's get all the stuff out quickly," says Darren. March refuses to listen to Darren and says in panic, "This girl will definitely expose us. We have to shut her up and get out now." Now they are saying a voice from a distance has come. The owner, who was watching Lorraine through the phone, looking at the screen of his phone, Darren and Mirish realize that someone was actually watching them in the house they came to steal from. He warns them both, "Do not do what you came to do. This girl is very famous." Meanwhile, Lorraine's voice is heard again from the upper room. She says in a trembling voice, "Take what you have to take. I won't tell anyone anything. Just leave me alone." March tries to threaten Lorraine by opening the door again, but Darren and the other boy go ahead to stop him. In the same struggle, guns go out of hand, and the bullet goes straight to that guy. Now he's convinced, "You have to go to jail." Darren begins to cry slowly and sees in panic that March is not yet conscious. He tries to kill the wounded boy, but Darren begs him to stop. "Stop, don't do any more." But March doesn't listen, and the next moment he shoots him in the head, killing him instantly.